Hey kids, it's Dan from the FMV Archive, and today we are diving deep into the Ga-Eun. She's the #1 ranked pick here. Of course we have to go for her. This is the screen you want. You want the going to Ga-Eun. This is all the decisions you need to make to get to your dream girl. Yes, your dream girl. She is ranked #1, and this is who you want. So we're going to go through every decision you have to make, chapter by chapter, to see how you get to the ending for the lady of your desire. So we're going to start with chapter 1. Very first decision you make, the independence forced. Doesn't matter on here. You're still going to get to the interview. This is where it starts to matter. This is actually the first question that matters, and it matters a lot. Look into her eyes. Do not look into her boobs. As tempting as that may be, do not do that. When she asks you about your strengths, you have plenty of strengths. Go for that. That's the answer that will give you the most hearts for her. Next, you're going to meet Young, 24 to 25. That's what age you think she looks. Give her the nickname Nuna for whatever reason. I don't know that. When she's asking you questions, say, "Are you curious anything more about me?" Okay, that's interesting. And after that, that's when she asks, how'd you get here? Because I had nowhere to stay. Be honest with her. Next one, we're going to go through our employee training. Understand everything completely that she went over. She's not going to buy that. So she asks you a couple follow-up questions. Cooking is not part of the job. That's the answer for that one. The next one, ladies and gentlemen, very interesting here. You're presented with 3 choices. The one that you need to pick, no, she is not wearing any panties. That is the correct answer. As a grown man, yeah, I am saying that on the interwebs. So we meet Ji-woo. Didn't think she would come. What about work? That's the next one we do. Then we ask Ga-Eun for help. And I will do anything is the correct answer for that. So I'll do anything. So chapter 2. This is one really doesn't matter too much to Ga-Eun. This is more for the other characters. And this is where we meet Bit-Na. We're going to do some room cleaning. Enter the room. This is at least you will get a silk stockings putting on with your boss. A very uncomfortable one. You have to apologize for this one. The next one, this really doesn't matter. You can kind of take whatever path you want. This doesn't matter for us in this particular go through here. You're gonna ask if she wants you to scold your boss. You do the night walk with your friend out there. It is very cold. You're going to give her your coat because it is a little breezy out there. Again, she's going to ask you, should I beat up your boss? You just say, no, don't worry about it. Slacking off with Young. Okay, what are we going to be doing here? She's going to cheat, pick any cup, it doesn't matter. Cheeky proposal, you have to touch her boobs, but you really don't. Next, we're going to meet Bit-Na, and you're going to ask if she needs any help. When she goes to take pictures, ask if you can take a few more. When she asks you to work for her, say you can work 1 to 2 hours a week. That is the correct answer for that one. And then I'll get you to the end of that chapter. So we're going on to, let's see, my notes here. Chapter 3. Okay. This starts getting a little bit more into the story here. Okay. So you say, really? She wants to kiss you. You accept the kiss on your hand like a gentleman. You feel fired up after that. Pretend to work. This is important. Pretend to work, and then when you do work with her, work together at the labor site. Carry out those boxes together. Of course, when you go beer drinking, you want potato chips. Everyone knows that's right. Snack hogging, potato chips. Go to Ji-woo's room after that. When you go to her room, you are going to run out when you go back to work. This is also super important. I missed this the first time I went through it. You have to run out. Because you see a guy drinking and your boss is going to get in the car with him. So run out, explain what you saw. So you're going to say, hey, I saw this guy drinking. He's going to drive you. Don't get in the car. She gets super upset. You need to tell her to calm down. Take a chill pill, okay? She's going to calm down. All these decisions will give you the hearts. If you don't do this one, you will not get to the end. So make sure these decisions are done correctly and they are chosen, and you take that run out path, not stay behind. After this, Bit-Na. We're going to meet Bit-Na. This one's weird. The game ends if you pick Bit-Na, similar to that. If you watch our walkthrough with that, it's a very similar ending to this scene. Choose whiskey. Then she's going to ask you if you want some more. You do not need any more because you had quite a bit. When you're leaving, cover her up. and say it's a big misunderstanding when you get caught leaving her room in the morning there. So that's the end of that chapter. Again, that's definitely run out of the place when you see her getting in that car. That's super important. Chapter 4. Kind of scary. You're working out with Bit Na. That's the correct answer for that one. Doesn't translate well, but bar de peso, a little Spanish in there, I think. Go to Ji Woo. Or, you know, we can go to Bit Na. Let's go this here. Then you're going to do a balance move. This is very odd. You pick the bottom one here on the far right. Then you ask to hold her hand here. And then from there, we have a date night. Okay. So we're going to go to the office and work overtime. Yes. And we're going to see our CEO. We're going to go, CEO, in a very interesting dress there. You're going to ask if that is that the CEO? Yes. You get to the work and you'll say, I had nothing better to do. That's why I'm here. That will get you the most hearts for this. The other 2 selections will not work. You're going to go on a date with any 5 of the ladies. Of course, we pick Ga-Eun, if that is how you pronounce her name. I'll just call her CEO from now on. So you go on the date with her. You go out to eat with her. That is the one you need to pick. Try to pay for it, okay? And it was your idea, you know, so you better pay for it, you butthole. Next one is something bothering you. That is the key to this one. Which we're going to get a little bit more into the hotel is not doing well side story here. So we meet her. Obviously, something is bothering her. They're going to be shutting the hotel down. Ask if something is bothering her. This is a weird selection. Why do you pick, you remind me of my adorable little sister? Something's obviously lost in the Korean translation here. I don't know why, if you're hitting on a woman, you would ever say that in your life, but we do here, and that is the only answer that gives you hearts here, so you have to pick it. Number 5, chapter number 5. Do the hot springs idea. Or no, I'm sorry, we're going to go to the cosplay with the maid outfits here. And we're going to say, Ga-Eun, you're the one who we want to pick to try on this outfit. That is what works for her, gives you the most hearts. When you're picking your favorite maid, you, of course, have to pick your CEO. That gets you the most hearts here. That's the most important one. This is one that kind of gets lost in the sauce unless you kind of play the game the whole way through. Pick YouTube. YouTube is her specialty. So that is the social media thing that you want to use to promote this. This one, I don't like this answer, but you have to tell her that it looks terrible. Why? Why are we doing that? You say it's the truth, and you say it looks and you're very mean to her. But for some reason, that gets you hearts. I don't know why, but it does. Go on a date with her. Your bonus payment is you can watch a movie with her. You want to go on this date, so you watch a movie with her when you're in the room. Key to this one, too, when you're watching the movie, don't just pick any movie. You need to pick a horror movie. Don't pick the over 18. It's an adult movie, and that is not what she wants to watch. So you're going to choose to sleep there as well. You're going to sleep in another bed in a side room, so you're not sleeping with her yet, but you're going to sleep there because you have choices to go to the other women at this point. We do not want to do that. Sleeping there will get you the most hearts. After that, you meet up with Ga-Eun, and there's only one bed in her room. You're going to sleep in that one bed. Again, these selections are important more for the Ga-Eun one, not for this one. But you can't close your eyes that night because she is just so darn beautiful that you cannot take your eyes off her. So final chapter, number 6. This is also important, how you answer these questions. First one, you want a younger lady. How is this woman younger than you? She does not look like she's 23, but okay, she's 23. Long hair is the next selection, and the third selection is bigger. Have to do it in that order to get the most hearts out of it. So it doesn't matter what you pick here for the food, leads you to the same decision. Pick whichever one you want. Number 5 coming up here. Say, what if you have a boyfriend? That is the answer that she wants. That'll get you the most hearts here. And when you get to this chance to leave her or stay with her, of course, you're going to stay with the CEO. Tell her that you're not going. Say, I'm not going. I'm staying here with you. Even though you say that, you immediately leave in the next scene and go talk to somebody else. So ask Ga-Eun if she had a good trip. And after that, say, I'm looking for a beautiful woman in their 20s. That gets you the most hearts for Ga-Eun, which will help you later in the game if you're going that path. Next, we're going to Bit Na. It is our farewell to Bit Na. It's her final day. Say, hey, this is too sudden. I kind of thought we had something going on here. The very last one, tell him thank you. The only other time you can make that selection is if you go through a very specific choice, which we did not do this time. But okay, is this good enough? Can we make all the right decisions to get to the Ga-Eun route? Yes, we did. Okay, so the last one. Why are the lights off? That's the one you need to pick first. The other one, you can select either one of these. Enjoyable, relationship, or you remind me of a little sister. Why? I don't know why, but either one of those are correct. Will you make me full-time is the correct answer for this one. And I have feelings for you. That will get you the good ending on this one. So there, you did it. You achieved the normal end. I'm sorry, the normal end, not the good ending, the normal end on this game. So this one is probably the most difficult. Like, the decisions don't make the most sense, I think, at least logically, to get to Ga-Eun at the end. So I hope you enjoyed this. Look, there she is, number one. Let's give her another vote. Why not? Put her up on the list there. So that is it. Oh, and that is the beautiful kiss scene at the end. That's when you choose all these right things. And there's a nice little vignette at the end of this that we're not going to show you. We're going to have to make you work for that ending. But hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit like, please hit subscribe. We're going to do walkthroughs for each one of the beauties and Don't Fool Me Beauties. We're going to do a full review of the game after that. And if you hit like and subscribe, we'll do a whole bunch more of these. We have 5 Hearts Under One Roof. If you like this, you're going to love that game. We have a complete walkthrough for that, and that is a lot more difficult on the choices than this one. So, hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.